Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with Nash and Sarah, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is his ability to understand and respond to his formal on-leash obedience commands. The little tiny corrections and a little bit of motivation that we give him when we're working with him, and the training equipment that we're using. Sarah is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and she keeps the bulk of the leash folded in her right hand. That leaves her left hand free to give any little correction that's needed, and the only correction that we give here at school is a little tug and release on his training collar, and that is the second piece of equipment that we're using, and he is going to go home with his very own training equipment. Now he's sitting very nicely at Sarah's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. And the first exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is his ability to heel. Heeling is nothing more than proper leash walking, and the command is Nash heel. Now at this point he has a job to do, and that is to pay attention to Sarah, not forging ahead or lagging behind, but staying next to her left leg. And when she stops her feet, he has been taught to sit and wait for his next command. So this makes walking him much more of a pleasure. Don't allow him to drop his head on the ground. You should be leading the walk, not Nash. And when you stop your feet to cross the street or talk to someone on the street, he should be sitting nicely next to your left leg and waiting for his next command. And the next command that Sarah will demonstrate for you is his sit-stay. Stay is a hand and a voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, we do not use his name. Your homework is going to be to lengthen out the amount of time that he can hold it and the distance that you can go. When Sarah returns back to him, she walks right back to his shoulders, gives him a little pat for praise, and they take off heeling again. And when he gets distracted, I mean, it's windy out here today, there's leaves blowing, there's nuts falling out of the trees. When he gets distracted, you can give him that little tug to keep him focused on you. And this time Sarah left him in another sit-stay, and she's going to demonstrate his come on command. You do use his name, and he should come and sit, not come and jump on you. And he's a big puppy, he's a big boy. So teaching him to have a little self-control is what you want. If he doesn't sit, Sarah will repeat the command, because once those words have left your mouth, you have to enforce it. She does use his name on the come. Excellent. Perfectly done. Now these commands are to be used indoors as well as outdoors. And we have a little mat out here for him for his down. So that's place, sit, and then down, and stay. And because he's so large and because he is a teenager, some of his commands are a little slower. He's not military. He doesn't have his coordination all together yet. When Sarah returns back to him, she'll walk right back to him like she did on the sit-stay. She tells him to heel, and he gets up and goes with her immediately. And if you notice where Sarah has her left hand on the leash, it's down close to his head. So you want your hand to be on the leash where it naturally falls. Down, stay. And only the top half of the dog fits on that mat, but he likes it. So have a place at home that you can tell him, go to your place, down and stay. And this time Sarah will call him out of that. He does a beautiful come and sit. Now we've demonstrated for you his heeling, his automatic sits, his sit stay and come, his down, his place and stay, and his place and down and come. These are the commands that you're going to be practicing with him at home. He's done a really good job. We'll talk about what training equipment you might want to add to this for your own living situation. We've enjoyed having him. He's a wonderful, sweet boy. He's just a lot of boy. So thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company, and we will see you tomorrow.